start our recording. Now, all the ones, that's easy, right? Everything is just going to be 1, 8, 9, that's it. And it's going to be the same thing going down. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. You guys see my 12? Because mine cuts off. I can. Okay, there we go. Right, because what you're doing is you're looking 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Okay. So now, the 2s, right? These are pretty easy. So we have 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is?
6.
6. 2 times 4?
8.
8. What's the next one?
2 times 5 is 10.
10.
So 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is?
12.
2 times 7?
14.
14.
2 times 8?
16.
2 times 10?
20.
2 times 11?
22.
All right, we're done with our 2s. Next is 3s. So 3 times 2?
6.
3 times 3?
9.
3 times 4?
12.
3 times 5?
15.
3 times 6?
18.
3 times 7?
21.
3 times 8?
24.
3 times 9?
27.
3 times 10?
30.
3 times 11?
33.
Okay.
36.
Oh, right, I almost missed the 12. All right, so let's keep going. The 4s. 4 times 2?
8.
4 times 3?
12.
4 times 4?
16.
4 times 6?
20.
20.
4 times 7?
28.
So I'm skipping the ones that were already filled in because I know that you guys in the other ones that were going in order. So I'm skipping the ones that were already filled in and I'm only filling in the blanks, okay? So 4 times 8?
32.
32.
4 times 9?
36.
4 times 11?
44.
And 4 times 12?
48.
48. All right. The next row, the 5s. So these are really easy.
10.
5 times 2 is 10.
10.
20.
30.
25. 30.
35.
45.
45.
55.
And the last one, 60. Oh, you guys went through that one really fast. All right. The 6s.
12.
12.
18. 24.
24. 30.
36.
42.
48. 54.
54. 60.
66.
72.
All right. Let's keep going. The
21.
next row.
21.
21. 7 times 5.
35.
35.
42.
42. 49.
49.
56.
56.
63.
60 what?
68.
63.
77.
77.
77.
84.
82.
Hold on. Slow down, guys. Slow
84.
down. So 7 times 11 is 77. And then 7 times 12?
84.
84.
Going too fast for me. All right. The 8s.
16.
16.
8 times 3?
24.
24.
32.
32.
32. 40.
40.
40.
48,
48. 56, 54. Ano ba? Oh no, I mean 56.
56.
72,
and then
72.
80,
72,
80.
Oh my gosh,
80,
look, I'm getting all. Hold on, 80.
88,
88.
and 96.
96.
All right, the nines.
18.
18,
27.
27,
45,
45,
54,
54, yeah.
63,
72,
72, 81,
81,
90,
90,
99,
89.
100,
108.
All right, the tens. This one's easy.
20.
20,
30,
30, 40,
50,
50.
60, 60, 70, 80, 90,
90. 110.
110,
120.
and 20,
Oh,
120.
for those of us listening to the bunch of voices saying like a bunch of numbers, okay. For the tens, remember it's just 10 times 1, which you can really just have 1 times each number and then add that 0 at the end, okay? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, even at 10, there's 10, there's 11, and there's 12. So it's all of them just with that extra 0 afterwards, okay? Now 11s.
21.
22,
21,
22,
21, 44.
55,
45. 55.
55,
88.
88,
99.
99,
100,
100,
121, 132,
Whoa. Slow down.
110,
10,
110.
121,
21,
and
and
132.
132.
Okay. And then the 12s.
24,
36.
36,
48.
48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, 132, and 144.
144.
All right. So that is all of our times tables. That was fun, right?
Yeah.
All right. A little crazy because we had a lot of people answering, but we got through it. All right. So why did we do this? Because what we're doing today is similar to our multiplication. If you guys are wondering, today we are doing division. So dividing multi-digit numbers. So dividing is pretty much like backwards multiplication, right? I need to find what times what equals that answer, okay? But it involves breaking things down. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now the first one we have here. Are we asking questions? Okay, guys, mute your mics. I have like a whole bunch of people with the mics unmuted. I'll go. I went ahead and muted everyone. All right. So what we are going to do is our division. So the first thing is I'm going to take my 351. Now, when I see a problem like this, most of us don't do division like this unless we're putting it into a calculator, but you guys should know better. No calculators, okay? So when we see the division problem like that, we normally don't do it. We normally use it in the house, right? We all know the little house. So when we have our problem like this, the first number goes inside and the second number goes on the outside of the house, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and do our division. So if you guys know how to do it, I see some of you guys already solving the problems, but we're gonna do it step by step. So the first thing is, I need to check what times 9 equals 3. So now what's nice, okay, so like we just said, but I wanna refer to our table that we spent so much time doing. If I look at my 9s, do any of my 9s equal 3?
No.
No, right? So like someone said, I can't see who said it before because they only unmuted to answer quickly and then turned their mic off and they disappeared. But 9 can never multiply into 3. Okay, it never does. Nothing I multiply 9 by will equal 3. So I have to go ahead and move over to my 5. So now I'm looking at 35. So I'm going to come back over to my chart. If my page turning works, I don't know why it's been giving me so many problems today. Okay, there we go. Now I'm looking for a number that gets close to 35 without going over. Which number is that?
27.
So we have my 27, right? Because 36 is the next one over, but it is 1 too high. So I'm going to look at that column. So my number is 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my 3 on the top here. And then what I'm doing is saying 3 times 9 is 27.
7.
And now I'm going to subtract. So can I do 5 minus 7?
No.
No. So what do I have to do?
Go to the 3.
You gotta, I forgot what it's called.
You have to borrow, regroup.
Yeah, regroup.
I don't know what other ways you can say it. Steal from that other number. Or I'm going to take away, I think is another way. So I'm going to put my 2 here. I'm going to have now 15. Actually, I'm going to do my borrowing in a different color so it's a little bit easier to see. So now I have 15 minus 7. What's 15 minus 7?
8.
8.
8.
Okay, and 2 minus 2?
0. You gotta bring down the 1.
Correct.
That's the 81.
Correct. Keyshawn, is that you answering?
Yes.
Am I saying your name right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to say your name wrong. Because I always hate it when people say my name wrong. Or when they spell it wrong. They always spell my name wrong. All right, so we have 81. I'm going to go back to my table. That's not working. There we go. Now, do I have 81 anywhere in my 9s?
Yes.
Where?
9 times 9.
9 times 9 is 81.
9 times 9
Equals 81.
equals 81. So I'm going to put my, not with my highlighter, I'm going to use my pen. I'm going to put my 9 up here, have my 81. 81 minus 81 is just
0.
0. So what is my answer?
39.
So now I know 351 divided by 9
Divided by 9 is 39.
equals 39. So how can I use this in like the real world, right? Well, Miss Perdomo, I don't need to divide 351. But let's say you go out with friends, right?
You can,
And what, Keyshawn?
you can also multiply.
Yes, so when we want to check it, that's good. Let me go ahead and point that out first. So when I want to check if my answer is right, I can multiply 39 times 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So I put my 1 down there. I carry my 8. And then 9 times 3
is
27.
That's
Plus-
1 is 28.
Plus that 8 is going to give me 35.
Yes.
Okay, so when you want to think about this, let's say, so like I was saying, you go out with friends and you go out to eat and you went out with 9, in total you're 9 people. And you go out to eat and you spend $351. Well, how much do each of you have to pay by yourselves to split the bill? Well, now you know, $39, okay? So it's very important that we see where the dividing is relevant, okay? You always need math, always, all right? So the next one, now we have 878 divided by 31. So first off, can 31 ever be multiplied to equal 8?
No.
No, I see Chanel shaking her head. No, right? Never, ever, ever. So I need to look at my 87. Now, 31 is not on my multiplication table, right? So I need to try and figure this out. Now, my option number 1 is I can go ahead and, randomly pick a number and multiply.
Yes.
Need you guys to.
3
Okay, so hang on. Let me finish my
or 2.
explaining. So you can randomly pick numbers and multiply them. And, maybe in 10 minutes you figure out what you want. Now, Or you can go ahead and try and see, okay, well, 31 is close to 30, right?
Yes.
Now, if I have 30 up here, I'm going to write it up here. Here's my 30. I can easily say 30 times 2 is what?
60.
60,
60.
right? Because I just need to know that 3 times 2 is 6, and then I just throw that 0 on the end. Okay, so 60 is close to 87 without going over, but I want to go ahead and check 90. I'm going to check 3, which is going to be what?
90.
90, right? Because if I did 30 times 3,
Will be 90.
it's going to be a 9. I keep that 0 at the end. Okay, so I know that 90 is too big. 90 is too big for 30, which 30 is actually smaller than 31. So I know that I need to do times 2. So now I'm going to do 31 times 2. That's going to be 2 times 1 is just 2.
61.
And then the 6. So it's
61, I mean,
62.
sorry.
Okay. So I'm going to put my 2 on the top. That's going to give me 62. I'm going to subtract. So 7 minus 2 is?
5.
Minus 2 is 5.
5.
And then 8 minus
8 minus
6?
6
2.
is 2.
And then I have to bring down this last 8. Now, again, I'm in the same problem. Now I have a really big number. So now I'm only going to focus on this 25. Okay? So looking at this 25, I'm going to go over to my table and I'm going to look at times 3 because remember, we're using 30. So if I'm looking at 30, which number gets close to 25 on my 3s, right?
24.
24.
24, which is times what?
8.
8.
8. So let me go ahead and I'm going to try multiplying 31 times 8. Now that should work. So 8 times 1 is?
8.
8.
And then 8 times 3?
24.
24.
24. So I'm only 10 off for my answer.
Yes.
Now I know that if I go up one more, I'm going to go over, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to write 8. And I'm going to have 248 right here. I'm going to do my subtraction. 8 minus 8 is?
0.
5
8
minus
minus
4?
4 is 4.
1,
5 minus 4 is 1. And 2 minus 2?
0. So it's 10.
0. So now I'm done, right? I don't have any more numbers to bring down.
Remainder.
So that's
Into
correct.
10.
You have a remainder of 10.
I am going to have a remainder of 10. So my answer is 28 with a remainder of 10. Any questions on these two?
No.
No. Easy, right?
Yes.
Especially since we did that times table at the beginning. All right, the last one. The average person has 1,460 dreams a year. Remember, this is a word problem, so we want to underline, circle, highlight, put a box around all the numbers, okay? So average has 1,460 dreams a year. What is the average number of dreams a person has each night? So when I'm talking about the average, what operation do we think we're doing? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
Adding. Or, no.
Think about it.
Dividing.
We're dividing, right? That's all we've been doing today. So we are just going to divide. So I'm going to look for a kind of like a cheat sheet. I'm going to post it on Teams of all the different keywords that'll match the operation. So like when you see average, it'll be division. When you see how many, it's multiplication or addition and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to look for that. Okay, so now I know I'm going to have to divide something, and my 1,460 is going to be in the house. But what's going to go on the outside?
7.
Think about it. Read the question.
1 year?
Not 1 year.
365.
Who said it?
Me.
Oscar. It
That's
is.
These are in a year.
So you were close, Keyshawn. I think you said a year, right?
Yeah.
So it does say a year, oh my gosh, I'm not putting my highlight. It does say a year, but it also asks in the question each night. That means
Oh,
a day. So it's not,
every day.
so like Oscar said, there's 365 days of the year and 365 nights also, right? So that's what you're dividing it by, okay? Now, 365 is kind of a weird number. It's not like 31 that I can just use the 30 and kind of figure it out. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. So what I recommend is testing out with several different numbers. So when you do this, I recommend two main numbers to test out first. Number one is multiply it by 2, okay?
Yes.
By 2 is always a safe bet, okay? And multiplying anything by 2 is pretty easy, all right? So I'm going to do 365 times 2. And I'll go ahead and tell you the second number you want to try after 2. If 2 doesn't work and it's too low, try 5. Okay, so those are the two main ones, right? Those are the easiest things to multiply, by 5s and by 2s. Okay, so try those two numbers and then you kind of get to work if you have to go higher than 5 or lower than 5, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do times 5. So 5 times 2 is
10.
10,
5 times 2, yeah, 10.
10. I put the 0 down.
12,
Okay. Then it's 12 plus 1.
It's
13,
13.
I carry my 1.
6,
730.
7.
730.
730. So now, I know that is too small, right? Yes, we can all agree.
Yes.
But what else do I
Yes.
notice? Chanel.
That if you multiply it by 5, it will be greater than the number.
So it will be greater than, but why do we think that? There's a key part, and I think you're on the verge of getting it, Chanel. But we're not quite there. What do we notice?
Because like the when you multiply by 2, 730, but it's a little bit close.
That's what I'm looking for. 7. That's 7, right? What's 7 times 2?
14.
So
14.
14, right?
14.
So I know, okay, well, I can't be that far off. I should multiply by 2 again. Now, if I multiply 730 times 2 again, what am I really multiplying? My original
By
360.
4.
I am actually really multiplying 365 times 4, right? Because I'm multiplying by a 2 here. I'm multiplying, let me do a different color. By a 2 here, a 2 here. And when I multiply them together, it's really times 4. Yes? We see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we see that I'm trying to give you guys hints, like some shortcuts, right? To try and figure it out. Because I don't want you guys sitting there for 20 minutes multiplying things. Yes, Keyshawn.
I did 730 times 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I came out with 1,460.
Okay, so Keyshawn says he multiplied 730 by 2 and got 1460. Okay, now I'm going to test it by doing 365 times 4. Okay, so my original times 4. Let's see if we get the same answer. So 5 times 4 is 20. I'm going to carry my 2. 6 times 4 is going to be what?
Oh, 6 times 4.
It's
24.
24. Plus that 2 is going to be 26. And then 4 times 3 is?
7.
So I heard a 12, and then 12 plus 2
14.
Oh,
is 14. Are these the same answer?
Yeah.
yes.
So we see how if we just did that 4, it works. So now I get to go ahead and put my 4 over there. I get to subtract. And I get 0. So what is the average number of dreams a person has each night?
4.
4 dreams. Any questions on this problem?
No.
No? All right. So that's the end of the lesson. So a couple of things I want to tell you guys. Number 1. Did we have a question? Or no? Okay. So number 1 is I am going to be making, probably starting tonight, I am going to be making some supplemental videos for you guys and I will post them on the YouTube channel. Just basically, it's going to be just me solving a bunch of problems on adding and subtracting decimals, multiplying by decimals and their whole numbers, and now dividing multi-digit numbers, okay? So it's going to be everything that we've learned this past week. I'm doing this because, as we should all remember, on Monday we start our iReady testing, okay? So I want to make sure that you guys are studying, that you're ready to go. I know it's weird, and we're going to be spending like 45 minutes with me just watching you all do your iReady testing, and it's going to be very boring for everyone, well, especially for me, because I don't get to take a math test. But I will be watching you all take your test, and I want you guys to be ready. Okay, we're not going to be learning anything new next week. We're just focusing on iReady. So that's why I'm going to be doing those videos. If you have not already, you can subscribe to the channel. You will get your notifications. And I am going to post today's meeting up there as well. So you guys have all the videos that you can review.
What's the YouTube channel?
I'm going to post the link for when we finish with our session today. I'm going to post the link for this one up. And I think I posted the main channel's link in Teams. I'll look to see if I can find it, and then I'll comment on it so you guys get it refreshed at the bottom of your Teams. The last thing I want to go over is the Khan Academy. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I know there are a lot of questions on Khan Academy. Aiden, you got into the Khan Academy? I thought someone said
I just
I
got
it.
in. I just got in.
Chanel, what was that? Say it again.
I just
You
got
just got in? Okay. So, so I don't know if I can see if you guys are rushing or not when you do the iReady test, but we are going to do a time. Like you guys aren't going to finish it all in one class. I'm going to tell you, huh?
It gives you a red flag or a yellow flag if they're going
Yeah, I know at the end. I don't know if while you're taking the test, if you get flagged though. I know at the end I can't see the little flag, but we're not going to be doing that. We're meeting next week on Tuesday and Thursday, and we're going to be doing about 45 minutes a day, each class. Okay, so that way you guys can't really rush.
Yeah.
I am going to stop you.
Wow.
So yes, Chanel.
Yeah.
But on Monday I have a different period.
Yes, Monday you don't have me. You have me on Tuesday. We're only doing the iReady in your math class. Okay. So the Khan Academy. Can I have a volunteer to share their screen for Khan Academy? Okay, go ahead. Just share your screen, show the Khan Academy. So some of you guys were not, I think only 3 of you registered with Khan Academy already.